Welcome to another Wednesday night edition of Talking Baseball with me, Sal Angioletti, and of course, my co-hosts,
Carl Maglowski,
Kevin Wall. What's going on?
Matty Ice will be here shortly. He's in a little traffic, but he's
jam.
Traffic jam, slam, bam, thank you, man. How you doing, gentlemen?
Good. How are you?
All right. How's it going?
It's my holiday.
Another day,
holiday.
another dollar, another drink. There we go. It's all everybody. Happy St. Patty's Day out there who celebrate. Drink up, but be careful. Don't drink and drive because if you hit a bump, you'll spill your drink. All right.
That's right.
So
That's right.
spring training. We're 15, 16 games in. Another 2 weeks away from big opening day, and we have two really big shows going on. March 31st, which is a Wednesday night before opening day, we are going to be so big, we may not just be an hour. We could be 2. We could be 3. Who the heck knows? But we have a confirmed guest for March 31st, and that will be Jake the Snake from Let's Talk Baseball podcast. I spoke to Jake last night. He called me. Always great to talk to Jake. He lives in South Carolina, and he's an Oriole fan.
Oriole.
Yeah. So the birds.
Well, there's nothing in the South, so nothing makes sense.
So we're going to welcome Jake that night. And then, of course, on April 1st is the big to-do. And tell the fans where we're going there, Carl.
All right, we're going to be going to my neck of the woods in Mercer County, Hamilton Township, New Jersey. We are going to be going to Killarney's on Whitehorse, Mercerville Road. And we're going to be on the podcast live for 7 hours with the commish, Dan Sweck, the commish of the American League of Mercer County.
There you go.
How you doing?
Yep. And Matt Ice just walked in.
I'm doing good, guys. Good to see you here. Good to see you. Good to be here. Carl, as promised,
Yes.
March Madness brackets.
Yes. At the end, we'll have time for that.
At the end of the show.
We know you're happy. You were all in red on your Facebook.
I was all red, both
All
on the
right.
face and in clothing.
All right, brother. So let's talk a little baseball. LeBron James.
Ugh.
What's going on here?
Ugh.
He can't own a basketball team yet, but
such
he's
a phony.
definitely
When it comes to sports
in
teams,
the
at
mix.
least.
So-
Cleveland or nothing, and then you see him wearing a Yankees hat. And
Yeah,
then-
that
he is
makes
a
no
Yankees
s-
fan.
Yeah, he is a Yankees
He's
fan.
everything.
So what is this? The curse of the Bambino came back to Boston. He's a Yankee fan, and you just bought the Red Sox. Can he get any worse for that team?
I don't understand why he even decided to make this investment to begin with.
It's an investment, but when it comes to his fan base, he's a jackass. But
Yes.
when it comes to business, you can understand what he's doing. But when you see him with a Cleveland or nothing in the Indians hat or an Indians jersey, and the next thing you know, he's in a Yankees hat, and then he's like, "Oh, go Browns, go Browns," and he's wearing a freaking Cowboys jersey. It's
Yes,
all over the
yes,
place.
yeah.
He's all over the place with that.
But it's a good thing, He's investing his money wisely. I guess he's going to retire soon. I mean, how much more could this guy do?
He ain't
What else could he?
retiring anytime soon.
He's not retiring anytime soon. He's probably going to play till he's 40.
How old is he now?
It's like
He's 30
35.
36.
36.
Wow.
He can't retire because AD's been out for like 2 months.
Who?
Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis.
Well, the thing with LeBron...
Sal. That's AD. Anthony Davis.
But, here's the thing.
I haven't watched anything since they canceled all. I just know my Devils are terrible, and they can't win a game. They can't even shoot a puck in their own net. I mean,
What I don't understand, like, the Cleveland Indians are going to be rebuilding because they lost Francisco Lindor and they're going through a name change next year. And he's a passionate Cleveland guy, like Cleveland through and through. Why not just stick with the Indians and go through that change?
Yes. He's from Akron. Just retire and get some peace in the Cavaliers. When ask for basically he should buy out Gilbert, take over the Cavs, be the owner for the Cavs, and take some stake in for the Browns and the Blue Jackets. And also the Indians.
So you really think he's going to go back to Ohio full time? The Red Sox are just kind of like training wheels for him.
No, he can stay out in L.A., but he can still be the owner.
Well, I'm talking ownership-wise with the Red Sox. I mean, he's only owning, 5% or something?
That's it?
If that. I mean...
Was that all that is?
He's not the majority owner. There's no way.
No, if I was him, if he retires, he should... All right, Mr. Gilbert, nice knowing you. I got this. I'm going to want to buy the franchise from you.
So, so the Red Sox right now are like the training wheels of ownership, and then once he's... 40, 41, whatever, and he just...
Yeah, he's going to do probably what Michael Jordan did. He'll probably...
I don't think he's going to buy out Jimmy Haslam. I mean, he just bought the team, 5 years ago?
No, but if he's
back in 2012.
But if he goes out, but if he goes back there and says, "Oh, LeBron makes them a winner," you know what he did for Cleveland now as owner.
I mean, now we're talking business. Of course, when you're the athlete, he's not the king of Ohio. I mean, he could run for governor of Ohio. He may win, but when it comes to business and ownership, Dan Gilbert's not going to bow down to him.
Yeah, but you got to remember also, athletes in general just don't make good business owners, and we've seen that before with, Michael Jordan is a good example. Like the Charlotte Bobcats or the Charlotte Hornets, they're terrible.
That's the thing, though. You can be a great player, but you can be a terrible owner.
What about Matt Millen? Matt Millen of the NFL. Remember, he wanted to be the general manager of the Detroit Lions for 8 years, and looked how that turned out.
0-16.
0-16.
Yeah.
0-16. But we'll see what happens. But we'll see. I don't know if he's going to buy all of them. Personally, I really don't care. But.
Yeah, I don't care either.
No, I don't care. For all I know, like he has his own game show.
We know about bad ownership. Yeah, you could turn to the Met fans for that one. They're very happy to get rid of the Wilpons, I tell you that.
I don't think they're too thrilled with Steve Cohen. With $14 billion, you expect them more. He was all hyped up.
Oh, so since you guys are talking about baseball, what do you think about you left the Britain out on the shelf until May with the surgery?
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna hurt. I don't think it's gonna hurt bad. But look at Hamran coming back. He's thrown gas. He's thrown differently.
You're going to have to put him in the rotation.
Yeah.
You're going to have to. And even if you have to do a 6-man rotation, you got to do what you got to do, especially now with Britton gone.
There's rumors spreading about another trade, so hopefully
What are those rumors?
What are those rumors?
I think we said it last week, remember?
About Andrew
Trevor Story.
Oh, I don't think he's going to get traded.
I think the Yankees have proven in the spring training that their pitching is already good. I mean, they've won their last 8 games in spring training, and they're averaging 5.
It's only spring training, so let's not get...
I understand spring training, but isn't that a sign of things to come, though? I mean, 8 straight wins. They've averaged 5 runs a game throughout their last 8 games.
What's up, Chris? Chris Britt. Another Yankee show, he said.
But do you really think Trevor Story's going to end up getting traded before opening? Yeah, he's a July trade.
Yeah,
so it's not even worth.
He's a lot of the big, and there's still a lot of guys who are free agents who haven't gotten signed by anybody. A lot of good pitchers, a lot of good players rather. So it's like some guys opted out, don't want to play. Look, what's his name is back now. Guy in the Dodgers. Who was a lefty?
Who?
The guy who gave up Jeter's 3,000 hit.
Oh, Price.
Yeah, Price.
David Price.
I couldn't think of the name. I'm sorry.
David Price is not that good anymore.
I completely forgot Trevor Price was a Dodger.
David Price.
Or David Price, I'm sorry.
David Price.
You had me with Trevor Story and now David Price.
David Price can't pitch anymore.
He looked pretty good in spring training.
It's spring training, though. Oh, wait, that just comes back to bite my point in the butt about the Yankees winning 8 straight.
Yeah, it really don't matter. It's spring training. You got. If any team is going to win this year, it relies on staying healthy, like always. Make sure you got a good pitching staff, and all that. If the team is not, if these guys, Judge and Stanton, don't stay healthy, let me tell you, but they do have a good bench. It's 162 games. Let's forget about last year. Last year was nothing. Last year was just 60 games. Nobody really did anything to help the cause of getting prepared in 2 weeks. You shut down. You couldn't do nothing. So let's just wipe out last year. Last year doesn't really mean much. I mean, if they don't, like I said, if they don't expand the playoffs, the Yankees and Astros aren't even there.
Mm-hmm.
They're not even in a playoff picture. So, like I said, in the East, the only team that scares me right now is Toronto.
Yeah.
They're going to give the Yankees a run for their money. Is Tampa still scary? Probably. Not as scary as they once were.
Well, without Charlie Morton, their pitching took a little bit of a hit.
And then Blake Snell being gone.
Yep.
Maybe he doesn't have to get taken out of a game while he's pitching good.
Who knows? Who knows?
It always takes...
What if that would have happened to you?
Oh, my God.
What do you say to the manager?
No.
I would say...
No.
He didn't pull a Mike Messina.
No.
Analytics killed the game.
No.
Analytics has killed the game the last 2 years when it comes to the World Series. I mean, look at what happened with Garrett Cole getting taken out of the... or not Garrett Cole not being put in the 2019 World Series.
Yeah, it's funny. You saw him waiting right by the fence in right field when they were playing the Yankees. You saw that?
Yeah.
He was like waiting to get called in, and they didn't call him in. He's like, "What the hell is going on?"
So
wasn't that the game?
Game 7.
LeMahieu hit the home run.
Yes.
Yeah, he was like,
Got
"You
my
didn't put me in." You see what happened?
Got
So
my hopes up.
if I was Snell, and he came out to take me out, I said, "No, turn around, walk back to the dugout, pat me on the back, let me finish my job."
Analytics just kills the game.
No.
It kills the emotion of the game. It kills the integrity of the game.
If I get in trouble, then come out and get me, but I'm rolling. Do not take me out. We're in an elimination game.
You would have thought Snell would have fought back. He kind of just was like...
He just like put his head down and said, "Okay."
He checked out. He knew he didn't want to be there anymore.
Did he know he was going to be traded? Were the rumors going around during the World Series about that?
I don't think they were going around during the World Series, but obviously he was upset, and he made it well known after the World Series.
Yeah, I know. He said something when they were talking to him when he got traded to San Diego. They had asked him that question. He really didn't really want to comment on that.
Come on.
Maybe deep down inside he knew something was wrong.
I'm surprised he didn't say anything. Because Blake Snell is that little arrogant guy you just want to punch.
So in a couple weeks, guys, I did not get opening day tickets, but I am going to go see Mr. Lindor opening night at the bank for the Phillies and Mets. So I will see the new Mets shortstop live in person. We'll see what he could do.
Will it be extended Francisco Lindor or just a 1 year?
No, he apparently made it known on social media that he'll be in talks.
I thought he's only going to be in talks to. Oh, okay. But do you think it's going to be done though?
Yeah, he's in. He's locked in.
Yeah.
So opening day, try to get tickets for opening day. Couldn't even take a sniff of it. It was so booked out. So we were able to get opening night. But yeah, they went out so quick.
How much were the prices?
We got. Thanks to my girlfriend's friend for getting them for us. We got 4 tickets, $80 a pop for the 200 level.
$80 a pop? That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Usually they're like say 50, but with not having baseball last year, they're trying to make it up.
Yeah, well, everybody raised their prices.
So
it's
$80 ain't bad.
Yeah, ticket prices are going to...
Yeah.
Well, supply and
Was this
demand.
in Philly
They were talking about it on the radio.
It's in Philly, yeah.
Okay, so you don't have to get a COVID test then.
No.
Oh, yeah, no. In New York, they're more strict about the whole thing.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, New York, MSG, the Yankee Stadium.
Barclays.
Yeah. Everything. Yeah.
I wonder how long that's going to last.
Well, if you heard, now the cruise industry is coming back in July. You can go back on cruising. They want you to get the vaccine, but what they're giving out, what we always talked about, they did it with the Kiss concert in Dubai and the baseball plays. You're going to wear that bracelet.
What?
They're giving people the bracelets to wear on a cruise ship where you're going to be docked, all these places you're going to be going to.
Wow.
So if somebody
house
has
arrest?
COVID, if somebody has COVID,
okay.
the COVID bracelet, it's going to know where.
Kind of like what baseball is doing, yeah.
Yeah, where you are and who you've been in contact with and all this other,
Kevin did bring up a good point. It does sound a little bit like house arrest.
I mean, you're already on a boat, so kind of can't go anywhere.
And it's funny, and they did the stats. Only 50 people came up positive on cruises. Only 50.
Out of how many?
Out of how many crews? Let's put it this way. I've been on Royal Caribbean's, one of their biggest, which hold a total of 6,200 people.
So 6,200 people times how many cruises?
You figure a lot of these boats hold about that many. So how many cruise ships are out there? I mean, 50 and you stopped everything, but you got to see why, because you're going island to island, wherever you're going in the Caribbean.
See, I don't think the boat's gonna be fully packed. It may be only half packed, maybe.
Yeah, they're gonna probably set a number like everything else.
Especially because, like, if you're going on a cruise, especially, and you're gonna be traveling to other places around the world, and this whole thing with variants going on.
Yeah.
And you don't want the virus to mutate, so it's like. I can see them like limiting where people go and limiting. The
without a
capacity.
doubt,
yeah,
without a doubt.
When do you see yourself going back on the cruise?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no
can't roll the
idea
dice on that one yet.
I'm not getting no vaccine, so that's out. I'm not taking. Nobody's sticking no needle in me.
How come?
I don't know.
Let me ask him. Afraid of needles?
No, I'm not afraid of needles. I mean, I go to get my blood work done. I watched the girl take the blood out of my arm. That don't bother me.
So I was telling Sal on the way up here. My dad did get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine on
J&J shot.
on Saturday, and he had no symptoms from like how you could get from Moderna or Pfizer.
Oh.
No fever, no nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like it's a hit or miss because I've heard of some people that have gotten sick, and then some people that just feel fine the next day.
You heard of what's going on with the AstraZeneca vaccine?
What?
The AstraZeneca vaccine in the UK.
Oh, what's going on?
So apparently there's reports going on that people who took the vaccine in the European areas, they come up with a blood clot after they get the vaccine.
Yes.
No, I didn't hear this.
Yeah, that's the new vaccine that. Yeah, I heard about it today. Yeah, somebody told me at work. Yeah, so if you get it, you can get a blood clot.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so if it's not either Moderna, I'm only getting either Moderna or J&J. That's it.
I got Medora. So I got the second one, whatever.
Yeah,
you said.
no Pfizer. It's
Yeah.
either J&J or Moderna.
Yeah,
That's it.
Pfizer is not doing good as far as I know.
No.
It's all right. We're
Sal
good.
is not going to get affected one way or the other.
Nah.
With the vaccine, at least. That's what I'm saying.
Anybody from Krypton's all right. No, I'm only kidding. It's a crazy world. I'm glad everything's at 50% this
Sorry,
Friday.
Yeah, Friday. Yeah.
But now I'm hearing it's going up again the 29th to 65. Is that true?
I don't know. I don't know.
What for age? For who gets
No,
vaccinated?
69% of everything being open.
I did not hear this. I heard 50% on Friday.
Now I'm hearing the ranges are allowing full capacity, but fans have to wear a mask.
Yeah, I think we discussed that before. Yeah.
Now, tell me this makes no sense. I'm happy that our governor is doing 50%, but how come he's not opening up the movie theaters?
Oh, he is.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
He is.
He is. Yeah, movie theaters are going to be open.
Because all I know is
everything's
it was just the gyms and salons and stuff.
They're going to be 55%. I know indoor gatherings are going to be 25 or more. I never heard anything about movie theaters. But
yeah,
because
there's some movie theaters who never opened up from COVID. They still are shut.
What movies are being released right now, though?
Movies are being released. Well, I do know.
Hollywood was dead for a year.
Well, I could tell you one film that
I'm just waiting for King Kong vs. Godzilla. Either I'm going to see it in the theater or on HBO Max. I got HBO Max, so
I think save your money. Go to HBO Max.
That's a theater movie though. Black Widow was supposed to be out.
Black Widow was supposed to come out last year, but then COVID.
And they were supposed to do it now.
And then all of a sudden that changed. If there's one film that I'm waiting for, and you guys are probably gonna be like, "Wait, what?" In the Heights, the film adaptation comes out on June 18th, and I was excited for that last year. It was supposed to come out on my dad's birthday last year, but then COVID hit and everything had to be changed.
I saw The Little Things. Anybody watch that yet? With Denzel and Jed Lowry.
I heard about it.
Oh,
I can't even tell you the last time I was in a movie theater.
It's on. You can find it anywhere.
Now, if you do go to a movie theater, my brother goes there. I don't know if you guys know from the area. Now there is AMC Dine-In in Menlo Park.
Yeah,
I've heard
I
of
love
that.
those. I love those dine-in.
Yeah,
things.
it's
I
a
like
dine-in where they bring you
Dine-in is
food.
cool.
You bring food, and you can have a drink. You can drink beer or whatever.
Really?
There, yeah,
Yeah, they got the full bars. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
When that first came out,
Yeah.
you know, and it's a good movie like The Avengers. You yell at people, "Shut the fuck down!" I don't want nobody bringing me food while I'm watching a damn good movie.
Well, I mean,
You don't want to be distracted with that.
no, you don't want to be
way.
distracted. You know, it's a hit and miss kind of thing.
I'm just not a big movie guy. Like, I'm the type of person that will watch the same movie over and over again and just go on my phone and just see what's going
Really?
on.
Let me tell
I
you,
can't get into movies.
Cable companies are going to be a thing of the past now because everything's streaming.
Like, I can't even get into like new Netflix shows or Hulu shows.
I can't even get into Netflix either.
Can't do it.
I can't do it either.
I found Arrested Development in the beginning of the pandemic because I was desperate to find a new show. I fell in love with it. I still watch it a year later.
I don't. This makes no sense, but I have where I live in Mercer County. I have Cablevision. So for all these years for Cablevision, we always had Pix 11. Okay,
Right.
WOR channel 9 was always the Mets, and Pix 11 was always the Yankees. Okay, for some odd reason, I still have SNY and I still have Yes. They took Pix 11 off of my network. Now it's no longer available. It really doesn't matter anyway because I don't watch the Yankees or Mets on the Pix 11. But still, it's like that's kind of odd that they took that off.
It's a main channel too. Like
Yeah,
you think it's
yeah.
like channel 2, 3,
Yeah,
4,
yeah.
5, 7, 9, and then
I guess they didn't expect a good deal. I guess for Cablevision, and I don't know.
Who would
Who
have thought
knows?
Cablevision would be struggling like that?
Who knows? Who knows?
I'm a FiOS guy, so I wouldn't know. I would.
FiOS is a good company.
There's only one reason why we got FiOS back in the day, and this is like years ago. One reason. NFL Network. The NFL Network, I swear to God. That's the only reason why we got FiOS like in 2007. And to this day.
Now I have NFL Network, but I don't have the Red Zone.
Oh, that's
I don't
bad.
Sounds like
have-
we're missing something.
I have the network,
Red Zone.
but I have the network, but I don't have the Red Zone for all the Red Zone drives. They don't.
I heard Red Zone is free on Cablevision.
Red Zone.
This is what I've heard, but I'm not 100% sure.
Gotta get the Fire Stick.
Red Zone
Gotta
is
get the Cody stick.
Red Zone is clutch for anyone who's
Well, if you get the Fire Stick, you go on YouTube and they tell you how to do it.
Here's the thing, though. When it comes to like streaming a game or anything like that, it's awful quality. Number one, and number two, you're 3 minutes behind. I had to watch the Giants Seahawk game, for example, on streaming. Like my cable was out, whatever. And my dad's texting me like, "Oh, this happened. I'm like, "Can you stop because it's not live? I have a 3-minute delay."
Right.
So if they get that together, I'm all in with the Cody stick or the Fire Stick, whatever we call it.
Yeah.
But until it's like up to date, like it's happening at that moment, you got to stick with cable. Right. And I know eventually, like cable and file stuff that will go away because you can get those specific channels that you watch. I don't care. I don't think you need channel 1033.
Right.
The Spanish version of HBO. But for the time being, when it comes to sports, at least, I'm going to keep cable.
I have a question for you, Kev, since you're a new part of the family here.
Sure.
I bet these guys already can't stand it. Do you like...
Who, the Phillies?
No.
Joe Buck.
No, Joe Buck. Joe Buck. Do you like how, at, say, one game, it could be the Yankees. Mm-hmm. Do you like it that maybe one game, it's an interesting, say the point in the Red Sox, right? Mm-hmm. And it's only broadcast on Facebook. Do you like that?
I hate
my
that.
God.
I don't think
I
they're doing
hate
it
that.
this year.
Huh?
I don't think they're doing it this year.
But I don't like that
It's
either.
so stupid.
Why are you going to put
I
a
think
game?
that's awful.
No.
Well, they wouldn't put Yankees Red Sox. They would use like
Hello,
Yankees
Governor.
Royals.
But still, why would you do that?
No,
Saying
and then you got
Facebook. Come
no,
on,
it's
man.
stupid. And then you got
I
the
don't like that they
old-timers.
don't even televise a lot of the game. I mean, MLB Network grabs a lot of stuff, but if you're a Yankee, Philly, or Met fan, you can't get those games on MLB Network because they're blacked out in our area.
Yeah.
No, the Facebook thing has to stop.
I think it is. I don't think they're doing it this year.
No, but it was a train wreck to begin with.
I think that was a tryout.
It was a train wreck tryout, and
A
then
train
you got
wreck
these
tryout.
older
That was a
people that
TG.
all they do is watch baseball.
Right.
And they're 80 years old. Hey, Grandpa, you gotta you gotta create a
No.
Facebook account just to watch the game. Yeah, good luck with that.
What about the Yes
People
Network
don't even
app
use
now?
Facebook anymore.
Now the Yes Network has an app.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
they
the
got
Yes
the TV.
app.
You got to watch the game. they're no longer with Fox Sports app or something.
Oh, I
the
didn't know
Yankees,
that.
and they switched now to the Yes Network has an app, and you got to link up with your provider to watch the Yankee games on that.
The
Oh my
Yes
God.
the Yes app is very, very constricted though. I recommend the ESPN app where you can get access to every team and every league. I get the Yes app.
That's to watch games. Like if you're not home and you want to catch the game while you're out somewhere,
Like,
you know.
I remember
Yeah.
the days in 2003 when the Yes Network did launch. I think it was 2002 and Cablevision.
Late
And
2002.
you couldn't watch any Yankee games. I remember maybe
everybody
watch-
was going to the Wiz returning their cable box because I was one of them.
Were you?
When the Wiz was still in business, yeah, we all waiting online. They were like, "Why are you returning the box?" No Yankees. So everybody was getting
was the
the
same thing
Direct
with-
TV or the Dish Network to get Yankee
right,
games.
Yeah, yes. I remember it was only Channel 2. It was like what, every Friday night, kind of like what they did with My
Yeah.
9 or
It was
11.
funny how why would they go to CBS and then they're the ones who bought the Yankees from CBS was the Steinbrenners back in '73. So
Well, they used to be on MSG, correct?
Yes,
Like,
back
in
in
the
the day,
90s?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We were coming up and growing up, so we weren't there for the MSG era. But
Yeah,
my
we
first Yankee moment was CBS.
yeah, it was
Like every
MSG.
Friday night, or I remember.
Yeah, after 11, they went on MSG, and then it went back.
I
to
don't know
11.
why it was tradition the Yankees being on Channel 11. White, Bill White, Frank Mesa, Phil Rizzuto. Then of course back in the day, Rizzuto was on with Mel Allen and everybody else.
Yeah, when I was
that's
growing
a
up.
tradition you should keep.
Yeah, when I was growing up, they were always on Channel 11.
Keep, and the Mets were always on 9.
9, yep.
So
Kiner and McCarver.
yeah,
Oh,
And then
man.
Fran Healy.
Fran Healy, another former Yankee.
And then Gary Thorne. Gary Thorne was on.
Gary, yeah.
I
for
think
the
we've been
Mets.
with the same announcers.
Gary Thorne
Yeah.
was on for the Mets.
We've been with the same announcers. I mean, Buck and McCarver now. Buck is still there. Kay hasn't.
Joe Buck.
We're not allowed to say.
I heard that.
here?
I heard that voice somewhere on a TV. Where was I? And I was like, please tell me that's not that voice. Yeah, we're big Joe Buck fans here.
Yeah. Did you? How about Joe Buck Live though? There was
Biggest,
at least one segment you had him.
biggest Yankee hater alive. He is.
All right, so
He hates the Yankees more. And I think who was the other guy? Joe Morgan hated
Joe
the
Morgan.
Yankees too. Because
So-
when he used to do the games
Oh,
on
yeah.
ESPN on Wednesday nights with his buddy,
Oh, I remember the
yeah.
Buck. I
John
know the
Miller.
Buck.
John Miller.
John Miller.
Yeah, so I grew up when I was watching the Phils. I grew up with Harry Callis, Richie Ashburn, and Andy Musser. Then when Whitey passed away, then it was when Musser went to think radio. Then it was Harry Callis, Whitey, and Chris Wheeler. Then when Whitey passed away, it was just Harry Callis and Chris Wheeler all the way up, and then they brought in Gary Matthews, the Sarge, into the booth, and then you had John Kruk, and then when Callis passed away in 09,
yeah.
I would say second week of the season.
Didn't he pass? Yeah, he passed in the press box.
He passed away early, and then
In the press box?
Yeah, I believe in the press box.
he passed away early in 09, and then ever since from 09 to now, Tom McCarthy's been the voice
yes,
of the Phils.
Yes.
So then he had Chris. Then Wheeler was still there, and then now you had John Kruk. I love John Kruk because he was always ESPN, and now he's back with the Phillies.
All right, now that you said that name, Mr. Tom McCarthy,
Yes.
we're going to be April 1st down at Carney's, all right?
Carney's,
And,
yes.
Yeah, and Tom McCarthy, guest will be included will be Tom McCarthy, Boomer from the Trenton Thunder. You're going to have some Hamilton High School coaches, TCNJ baseball coach,
Nice.
and Jeff Hurley,
Yes.
the GM of the Thunder. Some Miracle League players will be there. Of course, the commission, Andy, and of course us. So we're going to have
Especially us.
we're going to have a rodeo day. You guys you're all going to make it?
I'll make it. No joke.
You're definitely coming, right?
Of course.
Yeah, we'll
unless
have
I pull an April Fool's joke on you.
I ain't
Yeah,
pulling
April
no
Fools,
jokes.
everybody will go, and nobody's there.
That'd
So
be-
we'll ride together if you like.
Yeah,
since
yeah,
you don't
that's-
know where you're going. We'll,
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah.
The road show is back. We'll call it the bounce back road show.
I remember
We're bouncing back big this year.
I remember the last time we had a road show that I attended. We went to Killarney's in 2019. It was when Rutgers was playing Seton Hall.
Okay.
And I went, and
that was around that Christmas thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it was that Christmas thing. Yeah, we went to Killarney's the first time around. We raised a lot of money. There was a Bucky Bleeping Dent baseball that was up for grabs. Some tickets were up for grabs.
Yep.
It was cool. It was cool. But it's great
my friend Richie, who's I not just because he's my friend, he's probably one of the best Elvis tribute artists I've ever seen. So if you want to catch Richie in his shows, go on his website, richiesanta.com. Hopefully we get to go out and play again for everybody. So that's a lot of fun doing it.
No, I'm looking forward to it.
But now we're not going to be inside. We're going to be outside on the patio deck.
Yes, we are on a
rain
poker.
or shine, right?
Paul, we are on a poker table. We're playing strip poker in about 10 minutes, so stay on.
Paul's got a lot of good comments, by the way, today.
Paul's a great guy. I worked with Paulie in sanitation. We go back to
I like the second last comment the best.
Lafayette High School days. So there's a lot of guys. It's funny. A lot of guys I used to work with in sanitation, I went to Lafayette High School with. So it's like it's one big family, you know.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
One big family. All right, guys. What I'm going to do, folks, I'm going to pass it over to Carl, Kevin, and Matty Ice. I'm like half asleep today. I got hurt last night bowling, and I pull my...
I meant to ask you about that.
This is what happened. I got up, and I'm getting ready to throw the ball. My left leg just stopped, and this whole muscle here is killing me. So last night was raining, the wind. Put my bowling ball in the back of the car, the back seat, on the floor. As I turn around, here comes the car door in the back. Boom! Right in the face. I was going to go, down goes Frazier. Down goes Angioletti.
Well, you got your teeth still, at least.
I think they let it hurt a little bit.
No. Little ice cream.
Yeah, I saw blood, but I was looking for the tooth just in case in the parking lot of Howell Lanes, and I was like, okay.
Get a shamrock shake tonight.
All right, my boys here are going to take you through the NCAA bracket. Gentlemen, take it away.
All right, so we all want to thank Matt for giving us our bracket here, printing it out for us. All right. We do have, starting tomorrow night is the first four. And now, are they playing it? Where did they say they're playing the first four at, Matt? Did they say? Where in Indianapolis? Where in Indiana? Do you know?
I don't know where specifically they're playing these games, like where specifically, like which stadium they're playing at, but the entire tournament is going to be in the state of Indiana as always.
Are they doing a bubble?
Yes.
Yes,
they're doing a bubble.
Yes, they're doing a bubble in
Indianapolis.
Yeah, so everyone's gonna be in Indianapolis. So you'll be playing in West Lafayette, and then in Bloomington, and then
I'd like to take a ride there.
And then after that, you'll be probably going to where Butler is, probably for the regionals.
Are they doing Lucas Oil?
That's the Final Four.
Okay, yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, Lucas Oil is Final Four.
Is this the first time Indianapolis is doing a Final Four? Or I feel like
it's been there before.
It's been there before.
But this is the first actual. Since the Final Four is in Indianapolis, they said, okay, let's just do what they did last year in Florida. Let's bubble it.
They had to do that because
they had to do the bubble. Well, the bubble worked so well in the NBA when they did it.
Yeah, because they couldn't go 2 straight years without the tournament.
Yeah, they were the only league that screwed over last year.
Don't they have replacement teams going up?
They do, but as far as I know, no replacement teams have entered. Everyone is still supposed to be tipping off tomorrow and for Friday.
I can only imagine what the protocols are going to be for those poor players
and
coaches.
Yeah. So
are they going to be testing nonstop?
Yeah, they're going to have to. All right, so I think the first game tomorrow night.
What region are we starting off with?
We're going to do with the first four for the West region. We have Norfolk State and Appalachian State. I don't know not too much about these two teams.
These are lower.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Appalachian State winning that game to face Gonzaga.
Yeah.
In the first round.
That's a given.
Yeah, yes. I have Appalachian State.
Yes, I'm going to go Appalachian State against Gonzaga. Okay, so Appalachian State is going to win that game. App State
versus Gonzaga.
Mm-hmm. And then also we have Mount St. Mary's and Texas Southern. I also don't know too much about these two teams.
Two lower class schools.
Yeah, I'm just going to go Mount St. Mary's.
I'm going to go with the upset too, Mount St. Mary's.
Okay. Now, the other side, we have Wichita State and Drake. Wichita State was the regular season champ for the American. They got bounced in their conference tournament. Drake lost to a good Loyola Chicago team from the Missouri Valley Conference in the championship for that conference.
Yep.
I'm thinking Drake is going to beat Wichita State tomorrow night.
I have Wichita State actually beating Drake.
How come you got Drake? What makes you think that?
They are 25-3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I know it's
a stretch.
It's a stretch. I don't know how many teams, what their overall record is. I mean, for quad 1 through 4 wins, but 25-3 is a good record. So
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they're actually in the play-in game for the 11th seed. But I think they might surprise Wichita State.
What do you got there?
I have Wichita State pulling this out. I think Drake is I think Drake is gonna have a hard time going up against Wichita State in that offense. Michigan State and UCLA is the next game.
One.
This is the exciting one. Michigan State has been hot as of late. They beat 3 top 5 opponents in a span of 2 weeks.
Yes.
They were bounced in their first round of the Big Ten tournament. Well, basically the second round, but because they weren't in the bottom 4 in the Big Ten. But still, they were bounced in the first round by Maryland. Michigan State has been red hot, even though they were bounced. I like what Tom Izzo does with this program and really toughen them up despite they had a downward stretch. I like Michigan State pulling this one off against UCLA.
No, you gotta like what Tom Izzo's doing. He's been doing it for 20 years now?
20 plus years.
Yeah, so of course he's doing something right. It's gonna be a good game, but it's gotta be Michigan State.
Carl?
I would, in the beginning, I would have picked UCLA, but since the last couple of weeks, UCLA's been dropping. They haven't been winning too much. So I'm going to go with Sparty also to advance tomorrow night.
So there you go. You got 4 exciting games. But I know one game I'm going to be watching for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so the first round, okay, so we have – I'm just going to put Gonzaga through.
Yeah, Gonzaga automatic. I have them winning the whole thing, by the way.
Okay.
Oklahoma versus Missouri.
Oklahoma has been slipping. Oklahoma's been slipping. They've been playing a lot of all these teams have been playing all conference games. I'm actually going to do Missouri in the upset.
I think Kevin, I'm looking right now on the right side, and I think you have Mizzou also.
I do, absolutely. It's just a more experienced team.
Mm-hmm.
Just a more experienced team for
sure.
All right. Creighton and UC Santa Barbara. Creighton has
they were ranked.
Yeah, Creighton was the last couple of weeks. Creighton's has this turmoil over Greg McDermott with what he said. He's got reinstated back. Everybody's saying how good the Gauchos are. UC Santa Barbara. I've actually hasn't seen them. Creighton lost to a red hot Georgetown team, right? No, they did not. No, sorry. I think they beat Seton Hall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go off chalk. I'm gonna do a random 12-5 upset. I'm doing the Gauchos.
Wow. Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Gauchos.
Despite the coaching controversy going on at Creighton, I'm going to say Creighton takes this one.
Okay, Kev, what do you got?
I'm going to take Creighton as well.
Okay. I also like this upset coming up with Virginia and Ohio. Virginia had to back out because of COVID.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they've been practicing. I'm going with Ohio to upset them.
Virginia's going to bounce back.
I think Virginia bounces back,
They're
too.
Bounce back,
I think they're going to bounce back.
They were only out for, a couple days?
Yeah, they were out for a couple of days. They had to miss the
tournament, yeah.
The tournament, their conference tournament. And actually, I think it was Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech was the team that they had to play against,
Mm-hmm.
and Georgia Tech ended up winning the whole tournament.
Yes, they did. Yes. We got USC against the Wichita State Drake game. I'm going with Southern California.
I'm going Wichita.
I'm going USC.
Going with the upset.
All right. We got Kansas and Eastern Washington. Kansas also had to back out for the Big 12 because of COVID. I don't see no upset from Eastern Washington.
No upset.
Kansas will take care of business.
Kansas will take care of business. I agree.
Then you got VCU and
Oregon.
Oregon got getting upset by Oregon State in their conference tournament. They're playing VCU, who lost to St. Bonaventure. I'm going with Oregon.
I'm going with VCU.
I'm going with Oregon. I'll take Oregon.
They've been in it the last few years, and they've consistently, with a good coach, they're always in it. I think VCU can take care of business.
I'm gonna be the tiebreaker. I'm gonna say Oregon is gonna win this one. I'm going with Carl.
I'm putting Iowa with the
That's a given.
Luka Garza.
Luka Garza is a beast. He's probably he should have been Big Ten Player of the Year.
Yeah, so I'm not going with that. For the bottom half, I'm just putting Michigan through.
I'm gonna put Michigan through, but then I think they lose the next round.
For the 8-9 game, LSU and St. Bonaventure.
Interesting.
I'm going to go with LSU.
I got LSU as well.
I'm going to go LSU.
I'm going with the Tigers. I'm going to go with the Tigers to win, and then they upset Michigan next week.
Okay, we got Colorado and Georgetown. Can he do this again? Their center is good. That they've been throwing the ball to.
Georgetown was hot. They're going to keep it going. At least for the first round, I'm going to take Georgetown.
I'm picking another 12-5. I'm going Georgetown.
I'll go with Georgetown as well. I think there's some magic going on in this Georgetown team. They were below 500 in the regular season, and then they won 4 straight to win the Big East tournament, and Patrick Ewing made some magic. I think for one glorious game, it'll happen again.
Okay, I'm doing we got Florida State and North Carolina Greensboro. I'm doing the Seminoles, Florida State.
Seminoles too.
Florida State.
Sal, got anything to say?
How are you?
I feel that. Sal.
I do actually have one player that used to play great in college.
What's that?
Patrick Ewing.
Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, he was like saying
he still doesn't have the
No,
guard.
it was
You
like-
want to know something? You know where I was when the Knicks announced that?
Where?
I was in Giant Stadium watching the Jersey Generals play.
Oh man. Who was
When they announced Patrick Ewing on the scoreboard going to the Knicks, when the Knicks picked him.
Oh jeez.
Do you believe last week he didn't? No one knew who he was when he was going to the Garden for credentials.
I get where he's coming from, but just suck it up, man. Just suck it up. Hey, yeah, it's.
Come on, man. My name's in my jerseys in the rafters.
Congratulations,
Jim Dolan. Look who we're talking about.
That's what
The guy who wanted to fight Charles Oakley. What are you out of your mind?
All right. Matt got reprieve from this pick. I'm doing Brigham Young University over the plane of Michigan State and UCLA. I'm doing BYU.
I got BYU as well.
I'm gonna say Michigan State. I think they're gonna get the they're gonna get the momentum that they got from UCLA, and they're gonna transfer it over to BYU because Michigan State is a solid ball club. They're not as good as they have been in recent years.
Is that this week coming up? Those games?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm doing Texas over Abilene Christian.
Yeah.
Texas.
I'm putting UConn over Maryland.
Maryland.
I'm doing UConn.
My man Chris Jericho is a big Maryland Terrapins fan, and I'm gonna say for him, I'm gonna say Maryland.
I'm doing UConn.
I hate UConn out of spite, so go Terps.
I'm doing Alabama over Rick Pitino.
Alabama.
I'm going Alabama as well. Congrats to Rick Pitino for taking his 5th college team to the tournament, but I think it's all going to fall apart in the end against Alabama.
Okay, we got...
Fun story about Rick Pitino. I had a moment with him in the bathroom at work.
Did you really?
Came up to the urinal next to me and he was complaining about the damn weather. Didn't know who he was. I just look up.
All right, so we
Pitino.
got
That was
in
enough for him.
South bracket.
The South region.
We have
Baylor for sure.
putting Baylor through.
Baylor.
You got UNC in North Carolina.
I'm doing North Carolina with Wisconsin. North Carolina's been playing real good in the ACC tournament. They almost won. They could have beat Florida State. They've been playing a lot better.
Despite
with
a
the
tough
bigs.
season.
I'm doing North Carolina.
Yeah, despite the tough season with, like Kentucky and Duke and obviously UNC and part of it, when they're in the tournament, they'll at least get to the first or go through the first round. I'm going to take the Tigers.
I'm actually going to go Big Ten on this one.
You doing Badgers?
I'm going with the Badgers. I feel like they've been a little bit under the weather, or they've been a little underwhelming because they can't beat a top 25 team when it really matters. But I feel like this is their time to shine, and this is where they'll turn it back and be like, we can win against the best.
Okay.
This is my team. I'm a Nova fan.
Villanova and Winthrop. I'm doing the Wildcats without Colin Gillespie. Hopefully I'm going to put them through this one.
I'm going to take Nova, but I wouldn't be surprised. Winthrop's been playing pretty good at the late of the season.
Purdue and North Texas. I don't know too much about North Texas, and
I'm going with Nova and I'm going with Purdue.
I'm doing Purdue because I don't know too much about North Texas and Conference USA. No, is North Texas in Conference USA?
I believe so.
All right, we got Texas Tech and Utah State. I'm doing the Red Raiders.
I'm going with the upset Utah State.
Okay.
I'm going with Texas Tech. I'll go with the Raiders.
Arkansas and Colgate. Pig Suey. We're going Arkansas.
Pig Suey.
Colgate was conference champion. They're 14-1, but Higsui Razorbacks.
Florida and Virginia Tech. I'm doing the Hokies. I'm going to go with Virginia Tech over Florida.
Is this what they do in Florida?
Yeah, that's what they do in Florida. I'm going
Gator
Gators.
Nation.
I'm going with the Gators.
We got Ohio State University and Oral Roberts. I'm doing the Buckeyes.
I'll go with the Buckeyes too.
Ohio State.
And now the Midwest region. I think you know what's going to come later on in that region.
What's that?
I got Illinois as a 1 seed. They've been playing real good.
Illinois has been rising up a lot lately. They have been amazing.
All right, now here's the team from a couple years ago. They're actually saying that Sister Jean may actually be at the games again.
At 101 years
Really?
old.
I'm going with Loyola Chicago.
I want to see Loyola. I want to see Sister Jean. I'm going with Loyola.
How old is she?
101.
God bless her.
What? Hey, I completely forgot about her.
All right, we
one,
got
so.
Oregon State and Tennessee. I don't see Oregon State going through. I'm gonna give the Volunteers.
I'll go Volunteers as well.
I'm
enjoying it.
We got Oklahoma State and Liberty. I'm gonna go with the Pokes. I'm going Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State as well.
For all you college basketball fans out there.
All right, we got
Sounds
another. We got San Diego State and the Qs. The 2-3 zone isn't going to help them. I'm going with the Aztecs.
I'm going with the Qs.
I'll go with the Aztecs on this one. They're a ranked team. They're actually very
All
good.
you keeping score out there?
We got Huggy Bear, West Virginia, and Morehead
Huggy Bear?
State. I'm going West
Starsky
Virginia.
and Hutchin here? What the hell's going on?
I'll go West Virginia.
Country roads, baby.
All right, baby. Let's get hyped. Let's get hyped. Or
You.
thank you.
Ready to lose.
They are, as of now, they are still, I don't know what, as of yesterday, they were a 1-point dog over Clemson. I actually like them in this game. I'm going to go RU.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with RU for my friend right here.
I'm going Rutgers too.
I'll take a piece of that pie.
Amir Sims is their leading scorer. He's only 13.3 points per game. Clemson does not have a great offense. They average just 65 points per game. Rutgers can score 70 points per game. Their defense is solid, and Clemson, they're not solid. They're good defensively. They average just 55 points, but Rutgers knows when to come up big when they need to. And their first tournament game in 30 years, look for them to come up big in the first round. Rutgers all the way.
You just reminded me. I'm going to put some money on Clemson.
I just noticed something. We got company. We got company at the stadium. They're like showing people on the Diamond Vision board. Maybe they're watching us.
There we go. I mean, you got what, 10% capacity starting off right now. So.
All right, so we will go through. We'll go back to the South for the round of 32.
Oh, yeah, you forgot Houston and Cleveland State.
Where you going?
Houston.
Easy one.
We're going to go back up to the South. I'm doing
Where you going?
right back here.
We got
for the
Gonzaga
South.
and Oklahoma and
You're only doing the first round.
Huh?
What are you doing?
We did the first round.
I mean the second round.
We're doing that now. We're going to go all the way until we.
Why you gotta go? They do it next week.
Huh? I won't be here next week.
No, he'll be here.
I got to do my picks.
Hey, you do them over the phone.
Okay.
Take 1 week at a time.
Okay.
It's only an hour show.
Okay.
We got 7 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
So there we go. We got the second round.
All right, now we're all going to the casino and putting all our money on these picks.
Got money on Clemson.
Oh.
Just that analyst right there just makes me want to put 25 or whatever amount that I decide to on the Clemson money line.
My mother's actually calling me on the phone.
Oh my God.
Mom, doing a show, Ma.
So how this is going to work is they're going to have the first round start on Friday. So they're doing Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then that's what they're to be doing next weekend also for this, Sweet 16 and final and Elite 8.
That's where it gets exciting once the Sweet 16.
So by the next time the show comes, it'd be Sweet 16 round.
Yes. I won't be here next week for the round 2 picks, but we will be on the air for the Final Four.
Took our first call of the evening. That was my mother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when we're at Kalari's, guys, the Final Four is that 2 days later on Saturday, so we can make our Final Four picks.
Okay.
Too.
Yeah, we got a whole slew big shows coming up with everybody involved with of course, the Northeast Streaming Sports Network. I thought I lost my headset, and here they are. We're gonna have some good dealings on. Even next week's guest is gonna be special. I'm not saying nothing yet.
You're not gonna announce who the guest
I'm not
is?
gonna announce it. I'm gonna do it online. I'm gonna do it on our page. So we really we're gonna break the internet next week. So
now, about what time next week are we gonna be doing?
Same thing. We'll do the same thing.
So I'll call in. I'll call on your phone now. FaceTime.
Okay.
You could go on here.
Yeah.
How can I go on there?
We'll send you the link.
Okay.
You got an iPhone?
Yeah, I got.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, because I remember when we on Kevin's first show when we had
when I was sick
when John Struble was on, you came in and
I was like,
Hello.
it's like I felt like I got hit by a like Thor's hammer. Like just...
And before we continue, Gonzaga is trying to be the first team since 1976 from Indiana to go wire to wire undefeated.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, they will take care of business at least for the first round.
Yeah.
You know what I miss? When I used to work at MSG doing security and doing some of the games, they got the whole band set up and everything in the garden. And
do you imagine if they had fans at the garden for the Big East tournament?
It's funny how these guys play with more heart and soul than a lot of the NBA does. So.
Because this is all they have, and most of them don't be after this. They won't be going to.
Yeah, once you get to the NBA, you're kind of controlled to think a certain way, and life just isn't as fun as
the Knicks look like they pulled the fourth quarter moves like they always do.
Oh my God!
They had that game won.
Yeah, without Joel Embiid. Yes.
The Nets are right up there, right behind the Sixers.
Are one game behind.
One game now. They were half until last night.
I think tonight they might lose because tonight they're playing the Greek Freak. So
and actually, don't get me wrong here, the Nets they're playing the Pacers. They might have a chance to actually gain that game back on the.
If the Nets Sixers don't make the finals or get close with this team, there's something radically
They're saying
wrong.
that KD is still weeks away from coming back.
Wow.
Well, you don't need it with these guys. With this,
Kyrie Irving and James Harden.
They can win the East without Kevin Durant.
They could.
They could. They
really could.
Oh, before we continue, the NIT is also in a bubble.
They're doing NIT?
Yes, it's instead of 32, they're only doing 16.
I didn't think they'd be doing NIT.
Yeah, so the NIT.
Why don't they just put everybody in a bubble?
The NIT is doing all the bubble. All the bubble
open the suites in the damn arena
and
and
Texas.
Everybody just stay there.
I can't believe that.
Yes.
I'm actually blown away by that. I completely forgot about NIT. I didn't think they were doing it because of COVID.
They're doing the NIT, but no CBI and no CBI.
But why? Why do the NIT?
Don't they watch what's going on out there that it's safe? It is.
Where would NIT be again?
They're going to be in Texas.
In Texas, it's similar to what
Texas is wide open.
Texas is wide open. They are, and actually, the women's tournament is going to be in San Antonio.
How many people are already looking to sell and buy down in Texas? Well, that's a lot.
Texas.
So I do
Texas
have,
born, Texas bred. Gosh darn it, I wish I was
I
Texas.
do have the teams for. We have a couple minutes. I do have the teams in the NIT tournament here.
We don't care.
You don't care?
No.
Nah? Why don't you care?
I don't know.
You should care. Oh, here we go. Here. Hold on here. ESPN.
He's got an iPhone. You better upgrade that.
I was about to ask, what type of iPhone is that?
Oh, look at this.
Oh, what do we got? What do we got going on?
In the second quarter, 7:19 left. 76ers 35, the Milwaukee Bucks 20.
Oh my God, they're
Who's
blowing
playing
them
the
out.
76ers and the Bucks.
The Bucks and the Hawks and the Knicks and the Nets and that was an old line from the Odd Couple.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's here.
NIT teams.
NIT, good God.
We're down at a 2-minute warning.
NIT.
Jeez.
Never thought they would have gave him a button.
You're not rambling these off in 2 minutes.
Hold on.
What are you
We're holding.
What model iPhone is that again?
That came out in the year 1990.
Please, it works. Who cares?
Hey, listen, I got an iPhone.
It looks like my first singular phone.
I got an iPhone 7 right now, right over here.
I got the 11 Pro Max. So you're like, I can knock somebody out with this thing. That's how heavy it is with this case.
What type of phone is that? iPhone what?
The 11 Pro.
The 11 Pro?
I don't.
Pro Max.
And no CIT or tournament either. All right, so this is what you got. Here's the teams in the NIT. You have North Carolina State and Davidson, SMU, Boise State, and you have Buffalo, Colorado State, Louisiana Tech, Ole Miss.
Who's Miss?
Dayton, Memphis, Mississippi State, St. Louis.
Andy Williams, what's up, Andy?
Those are the teams in the NIT.
Okay, Mr. NIT, take us home tonight on this beautiful Wednesday here in downtown Eatontown and Shared Podcast Universe Studios. Thank you again, Christian.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris.
Christian and AEW?
Yep.
What the hell was that last week?
All right, we want to thank Ming, Christian, and all the people here at Share Universe for what they do every week, for having us come in, do our thing, have fun, have laughs, do
Wreck
all
the
that.
joint, spill coffee,
Whatever.
and everything else. And all.
I will be here next week, but from home, probably around 7:30ish to updo our brackets.
The heck you going? Oh.
I got things to do, people to say. But I will be on air at 7:30 next week from home on my phone to go over the picks.
I'll be in studio.
Yes.
I'll be in studio as well.
So until I see you then next week at 7:30, it's been great. Safe Bad Time, Safe Bad Channel. Kev, take it away.
Hey, it's our holiday, people. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
Enjoy your food.
Don't drink and drive.
And don't drink and drive.
Matty Ice, tell everybody where you're on.
All right, I'm on Sirianni Says Sports. Sirianni Says Sports every single Tuesday at 8 p.m. Myself and Ryan Behringer Jr. We put on a great show every week, and we really hope to see you guys there. But also, I want to give a shout out to our proud partner, the Grace Foundation of New York. It's a foundation that supports adults, teens, and kids that are on the autism spectrum disorder. It's a great cause.
Yes.
They have a virtual bingo going on March 24th, which is next week at 7:30 to 9:30 p.m.
Nice.
I'm not going to be able to attend, but I would love it if you can attend. It's a great cause, and these kids are amazing, amazing kids, and what they're able to do is extraordinary.
Fantastic.
And Dad hooked you up with that?
My father did hook me up with
Okay,
that.
we should do something as a show together and see if we can help out as well.
Oh, absolutely.
And
I would love that.
You let Dad know we're into that. And thank you, gentlemen, as always. It's a pleasure all working with you. Thank you again, Christian. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. I'm Sal, Carl, Kevin, and Matt. Stay classy, New Jersey. Have a great evening.
You're listening to Talking Baseball with Sal Angioletti on Northeast Streaming Sports.